Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and happy Monday! We're back with another discussion video. So, something I was thinking about lately is, well, I've already established pretty well what I want to see as the next expansion pack, but there is something that just came up that I realized, oh yeah, this is something that I actually do not want to see. And that is the subject of limited time items. In case you missed the whole cottage living thing, with cottage living, they revealed at the end of the announced trailer that there was going to be 3 limited items where you need to buy the expansion pack by September 2nd in order to get them. And if you don't, well, they're gone. And since then, EA has announced no plans to re-release these items, so it's a kind of a weird thing, and in my opinion, it worked out really terribly. I remember when this pack was releasing, there were so many people I saw on my Twitter timeline who were having trouble redeeming these items, and they were trying to get in touch with EA support, and it was just a huge pain. I'm not even sure if everybody got their bonus items in the end who actually did buy the pack before September 2nd, but it looked like a whole ordeal, and possibly more trouble than it's worth for that alone, even though, yeah, it's still like a very money-hungry sort of strategy, because the other thing I don't like about it is, well, exactly that, because it's really punishing for the people who can't really afford to get cottage living right away, or any other expansion pack that might do this in the future. I know, for example, in The Sims 1 and 2 days when I was much younger, I had to depend on my parents and friends and relatives to get the expansion packs for me, and sometimes that would mean waiting until Christmas or birthday to hopefully get it as a gift. Of course, there can be a multitude of other reasons that you might not want to buy the pack right away or even a month after. Perhaps you're on an extended vacation, or maybe you're occupied with a lot of other games that you're focusing on completing, or maybe your real life is just really that busy and you don't really have much time to, even if you could afford it, to actually play with the new pack. It's also pretty punishing for people who don't get into the game until much later. Like with The Sims 2, I didn't start playing until after Open for Business had come out, and then when I went back and bought Nightlife, I discovered there was this really cool pre-order bonus for this hot rod sort of car, but I couldn't get it because the pack was already out. So it's like, oh no, I missed out on this really neat car just because I wasn't ready to move on to The Sims 2 at the time. Now that I think about it, I can draw a parallel to cottage living, because even though cottage living didn't have a car, it came with a bike if you bought it before September 2nd. And yeah, I guess the gnome and the tree I could do without, but the bike though, that's definitely my favorite bike design in the game so far, and we don't have that many. We have the regular one that came with Discovery University, and then there's the sort of, I don't know what you'd even call it, like a retro kind of bike that we got with Eco Lifestyle that you can find in the dumpster. So yeah, in a game where we don't really have many bike designs to work with, that's one that you just can't get anymore. But I'm sure some people really do like that gnome and the tree, so I do feel bad for those who actually really wanted those items but cannot get them because they bought cottage living too late or are just planning on buying cottage living later. And for all we know, that could have just been a test, and they're planning to do something bigger with the next expansion pack with limited time items, so I really, really hope they don't do that, because this just, I mean, yeah, it's obvious that it's a money-making scheme, but still, I would hope that they don't do that, because they didn't do any sort of pre-order bonus thing for a while. I know this isn't exactly the same as a pre-order bonus, but it's fairly similar, and I find that kind of interesting, especially considering this is EA we're talking about. So I don't think it's impossible for them to stop doing limited time items, as unlikely as it may sound right now. But I'm gonna wrap up this video here, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How much trouble did you have getting those bonus items for cottage living if you did try to get them? Or did you not even have any trouble at all? And be sure to subscribe if you would like to keep up with my latest gaming content, including life simulations and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!